This group of women is today visiting the family of a girl who has been defiled in Chawama compound. They are refugees from Rwanda, Burundi and Congo DR. Together they formed an association called the Great Lakes Women Refugees in Zambia, devoted to defend the rights of women and children affected by the civil war.
We normally counsel some women in different communities, and if they are facing any challenges concerning gender-based violence, we help them, because a lot of women do not know their rights and where to go to when they are victimized. Basically, we help all the refugees.
The women have also extended their program to the Zambian community and are helping women in various communities to voice out and to report cases of violence to the police. It came to their realization that despite the establishment of victim support units in some districts in Zambia, the prevalence rate on violence against women is still very high. Women in communities still lack information and protection of basic human rights, which expose them to violence.
Most of the children in the community do not go to school.
Their inspiration to do even more for the Zambian community, however, came after undergoing training on gender-based violence by UNHCR.
What we teach sometimes is drawn from our own life experiences. We have passed through that. Our friends have been raped and forced into marriages. That's the reason why we are more interested in sensitizing women on gender-based violence.
These women have something in common. They are all familiar with the plight that is associated with war, and most of them have been victims of abuse, not only from their various war-torn countries, but including here in Zambia, where they are seeking for refuge.
I was traumatized and I had no hope for my life. I was helped by the women group. Counseling really helped me, because I was just like a mad person. They even helped me financially, and that is when I started selling tomatoes and vegetables.
I
was wrecked whilst I was going to buy some tomatoes. Some passerby rescued me. I have no relatives here. I'm being helped by the association. They buy food, clothes, and also pay for my rentals.
What can they give back to the Zambian community for the peace that they have been enjoying all this while is what the women are working on now. An exchange program meant to plow back to the Zambian community. The countries where some of these women are coming have no minerals, and therefore they depend entirely on agriculture. Their system of farming involves mixed farming with assorted crops on one piece of land. This kind of farming is what they want to introduce to the Zambian community, as it maximizes the yield mainly on a small piece of land. They do not use fertilizer. Instead, they store garbage in the pits, and when it decomposes, it is used as manure. When the crops have germinated, they put grass in the field to keep the moist in the soil. In cases where there are not enough rains, grass also adds manure to the soil.
The grass is looking very dry, but when we remove it a bit, you see that the soil is very wet, as it just rained, but it hasn't been raining for a while. So this grass is good. You don't have to throw it away. Just keep
Everything
it in the farm.
on this farm is very useful. The dry banana bags are used to make reed mats and also fences in the village. Chicken shelters are also placed on the farm. Every chicken has its own shelter. A ladder is created for them to climb up to the shelter. This type of farming excites farmers as it yields huge production at the end of the day.
Drama tumayesako kusakira ka contribution kangono every month.
The association is not funded. Every month we make contributions. And if there's anything urgent that the association wants to do, we ask help from our fellow refugees. UNHCR also helps us. We usually organize a party every year in March, where we make some fundraisings.
The women have also acquired a piece of land in Chongwe to save as necessary to train Zambians on how to improve farming.
So what we want to do is take people back to the land, teach them how to use the land. So the farm will be used as a nursery where we train the people, and the benefit is that people, instead of being in the streets or depending on the mines and everything, they'll be using the land. And from the setup of our crops, you can see that we have mixed farming. So it's not going to be a season of maize, a season of beans, a season of bananas. No, we have all the crops at the same time. So at the end of the day, we have higher production and mixed production.
With all this done, the women are eager to find ways of sorting out their problem. With the culture that they have preserved, they are hoping to have one voice which can bring about peace and reconciliation in their various countries, as they do not intend to be refugees forever.